Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A first down throw for Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Barber. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 41.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here's Barber. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He completes it to Evans. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, 30 yards. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Thompson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Keenum. Looking left sideline, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Keenum to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun handoff to Thompson, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here goes high. 20. 45. Hey, watch the slant.
And they'll bootleg it here with Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
That's the way.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Black 25.
Here's Ellington. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got Evans. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First catch there for Evans, good enough for a first down. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready? Black, we do that.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Watch the run, watch the run. Shoot.
On 3rd down, Winston. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Keenum. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
Mike, Blue 20. Hey.
They'll run on 1st down. Thompson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Keenum. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw, Keenum. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. Let's go.
Winston gives to Barber, and he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Winston now from the 50. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
This is Ellington. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Jameis to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This a 43-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw again on second down. Keenum hits his target. It's Adrian Peterson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Check. Watch 54. I can't believe they let you play.
Throwing again on second down. Keenum. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Strong left. 4 down.
Keenum throwing once more. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch.
Now Keenum again. He's got Thompson here, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this high.
Working from the gun, Keenum. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run here with Barber. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Keenum. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
They run the counter. It's Thompson, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
That's where you belong.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Keenum. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Pick it up.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, Ellington. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And Watson has it right side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
They'll run the counter with Barber. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 40.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
We got this.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Keenum. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run with Thompson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now, we've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out-physicaled, out-toughed, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's Keenum to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead,
That's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Barber on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd down, it's Barber. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Winston now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Ellington. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Winston. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
54, block 54. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Again, it's Keenum. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Right there.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Throwing again is Keenum. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On the carry, Thompson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They're having issues right now getting that running game going.
I wonder if maybe adopting some of the college run game would help here. Because we're still at that stage where you have a bunch of guys saying, I don't know about what the colleges do. And the college stuff is working in the NFL. Bigger line splits, create some more natural running lanes, might help the offensive linemen get better angles in their blocking schemes.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you say, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On first down, it's Keenum. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Keenum. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now Keenum. Complete. Richardson has it. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Again, they'll throw with Keenum. And this one complete to Reed. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the red zone now, Keenum. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Keenum to throw again. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Let's go, fellas.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll turn to Thompson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Check.
2nd down and goal. Keenum. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Mike 51, Mike 51. All day, every day.
On the ground, it's Barber to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
First down, they go with Barber again. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Running is Barber. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Daddy, blue lady, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Push it up.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The carry for Barber. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.